Alright, we're back for the Wild Card Week playoffs. See who's in the playoffs right now. We're not in, we're out. We have the Colts, Broncos, Chiefs, Chargers, Patriots, Ravens, and then the Panthers, Saints, the Rams, the Cardinals, Green Bay, and Philly. Looks like, was it Baltimore? The 1 seed? Thought they were. I don't know. But it's the Bengals and the Commanders, both first round byes, best in the league. Let's check out some standings. Bengals 13-4, Commanders 13-4. Yeah, the Ravens were. Then they fell all the way to 5. Wow. In the AFC. They were number 1, and then they lost their last game, and the Bengals jumped them. Unless they held the tiebreaker over them or something, but the Bengals with the first round bye. View Weekly Awards. Josh Allen, 340, 3 touchdown passes, 4 rushes, 4 total touchdowns, not bad. Teron Johnson, 2 INTs, week 17 with a touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his biggest game of the year with 11 for 203 and 3 touchdowns. Well, 4 touchdowns. Teron Johnson again, 2 interceptions, 2 touchdowns in week 13. We did get a lot of player of the weeks this year. But like I said, we started out bad. What were we at? 2-8 at one point, and we finished 8-9. So we went 6-1 in our last 7, I believe. Yeah, we accidentally skipped this one and that one. But we went 1, 2, 3. We scored 70 on the Patriots. That game was just nuts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-1 in our last 7. We started putting up points. Our defense started coming around the last 2 weeks. The Bears and the Patriots, or the Bengals. We shut the Bengals out, the number 1 seed. Shut about 35-0. Let's take a look at some stats. Josh Allen, 4,600 yards, 39 touchdowns, 32 interceptions. A lot of those interceptions came very early in the year when we were 2-8. James Cook, 676, 10 touchdowns. I mean, yards not good, touchdowns very good. Stephon Diggs, 94 for 16, 37, and 15 touchdowns. Gabe Davis and Dawson Knox had the same exact number. 7 and 5 touchdowns for them. Khalil Shakir, 6 touchdowns. McKenzie 2, Singletary 2, OJ Howard 2. Blocking. Quisenberry gave up the most sacks at 15 this year. Mitch Morse 3, Cody Ford 6, 7, 9. We got sacked quite a lot. Defense, we never have a lot of tackles. Solo tackles, Teron Johnson with 49. Assist, Jordan Poyer with 40. Total tackles, Jordan Poyer with 78. Usually it's like one of these guys with over 100. Tackles for loss, Von Miller with 22. Greg Russo at 18. That's at least 1 a game. At Oliver, 13 sacks. Greg Rousseau with 14.5. Von Miller, 13, 5, 4, 3. Interceptions. 9. Wow. Teron Johnson had 9 interceptions. Trey White had 9. Hyde 4, Poyer 2, Elam 2, Milano 2, Benford 1. And that's about it. So we have what? 18, 24, 26, 28, 29 interceptions. Interception yards, Teron Johnson with the most, averaging 40 yards an interception. Wow. Longest of 104. I think that's the one I picked off against the Bengals. Pass deflections. 6 for Trey White and Teron Johnson. Catches allowed. Teron gave up the most. Next was Tremaine Edmonds. Fumbles, forced fumbles. Everybody 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forced fumbles. All each with 1. Fumble recoveries: Tremaine Edmonds, Dane Jackson, and Von Miller. Fumble yards: 19, 14, 1. Block kicks: none. Safeties: none. Touchdowns: 6. Teron Johnson had 9 picks with 6 touchdowns. So I had 6, 7, 8, 9. I had 10 pick sixes this year. In 17 games. 6 defensive touchdowns. Wow. Kicking, extra points made. I was 6 of 10 in field goals. 61 to 63 in extra points. Punting. Kick returning. I don't even know what our longest kick return was. 46 yards by Tavon Austin. No touchdowns. Punt returns. Longest was 15 by Diggs. Hey, back to passing. But yeah. Not bad. We're going to advance a little bit. Actually, Tom Brady led the league in passing with 5,311 yards. It looks like Justin Herbert with 45 touchdown passes. Christian McCaffrey led the league in rushing. Cooper Kupp over 2,000 yards and 19 touchdowns. Wow. Sacks: Brian Burns with 17. Interceptions: Trey White and Teron Johnson both tied with the league in 9. And tackles goes to Demario Davis. No, with J.M. Brown with 168 tackles, but Demario Davis had 128 solo tackles. So let's advance a week. See who moves on. View playoffs. Ravens beat the Patriots, and the Chiefs won against the Chargers. Saints move on. Green Bay moves on. And the Cardinals move on. The Colts barely beat Denver. Let's advance to the next week, then the Super Bowl. Who's going to move out to the conference championship? Too bad we're not in this. This is like in real life last year. The Bengals against the Chiefs to get to the Super Bowl. 1 against 3. I think it was flipped last year. Chiefs were the 1 seed. But Washington moves on. Barely beating the Saints 26-24. What was the score over here? 31-25 and 35-28. They beat up on the Colts, and the Bengals beat the Ravens. Let's see who gets to the Super Bowl. Actually, I think it's going to show Pro Bowl people next. See if anybody made the Pro Bowl from us. Jalen Hurts, Carson Wentz, Dak Prescott, Herbert, Wilson Jackson, Najee Harris, Eckler, Jonathan Taylor. 2 fullbacks: Stephon Diggs, Robert Woods. So right now it's just Stephon Diggs in the playoffs for us. Greg Russo and Von Miller both made it to the Pro Bowl. Teron Johnson and Trey White. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so far. 6, Jamison Crowder. That makes no sense. He barely kick returns. So we had 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we had 6 players to make it to the Pro Bowl. Not bad. We have, what's this Pro Bowl? Pro Bowl Media Day, my head coach of the AFC? I guess so. I guess I won next season. No days off, 5 stat points. I guess I'm coach of the AFC. But we'll advance to the Super Bowl and see if we get any upgrades or any awards. Let's view yearly awards. Jalen Hurts won MVP. How isn't... It's all quarterbacks. Again. It's all quarterbacks in the AFC. Like, Cooper Kupp's not in there for breaking the single season record for most receiving yards. He's not in there. Trey White and Teron Johnson both had 9 interceptions. They're not in there. Somebody had a lot of sacks. He's not in there. AFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Stephon Diggs. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Khalil Mack. We have Teron Johnson, Von Miller, Greg Rousseau. No Trey White. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Treylon Burks. We have James Cook, Khalil Shakir both up there. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Devin Lloyd. I don't think we had a... Oh yeah, Kyrie Irving made it. He was number 7. Best quarterback goes to Pat Mahomes. Josh Allen, not even on the list. Best running back, Joe Mixon. Nobody for us. Best wide receiver, Stephon Diggs again. Best offensive line. I don't think we're going to have anybody because we have a lot of sacks. Best D-line, Von Miller, Greg Rousseau, 1-2. Best linebacker, Khalil Mack. Best DB, Teron Johnson and Trey White. So he's gonna get quite the upgrades. Best kicker, Nick Folk. All right, let's see who's gonna win the Super Bowl. Looks like the Bengals win the Super Bowl 31-24 over the Green Bay Packers. Joe Burrow was Super Bowl MVP. Like I said, Coach of the Year goes to Zach Taylor. Cooper Kupp, Offensive Player of the Year. It didn't even show that. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Cooper Kupp, Khalil Mack, Christian Watson, Rookie of the Year, and Best Defensive Rookie of the Year, Aiden Hutchinson. Let's go back to look at these awards because that's not what it showed. Jalen Hurts MVP. Oh, because it was NFC. Oh, so whatever. It's so stupid. They should have it in one category, not AFC and NFC, so that you don't get confused. Because Offensive Player of the Year for the AFC was Stephon Diggs, but the Offensive Player of the Year for the NFC was Cooper Kupp, but they only showed they didn't show that. But there we have it. We have 182 staff points that we'll worry about in the off season, but with that, that's the end of the first year. We finished 8-9. We're gonna probably have some upgrades when we do the off season next, and we'll see where we go from there. Who we're gonna cut, who we're gonna re-sign, see what's going on in free agency, who we can replace. But yeah.